Hey everyone, this is Andrew from Prizebox Productions, and I figured I'm doing my channel is just gonna do a bunch of different things. It's not just gonna do reactions and gaming, but I want to do a few other things so I can just have more freedom in what I do. So I decided to start a vlog, and lo and behold, I found something to talk about that just came to me today. So I went down to my mailbox and I found this. Apparently, some company called, or something pretending to be one, called Roth Morgan and Associates, is trying to collect a debt that they claim I have with Fifth Third Bank. In the letter, it says, "Due to your continued disregard toward this account, you are hereby notified that a recommendation to file a lawsuit to collect this debt is being processed. A judgment against you may seriously impact your credit profile, your ability to open future bank accounts, and/or your ability to rent or purchase with financing. This may become a serious legal matter and increase the cost of collections. Your prompt attention to this matter is recommended. You may contact the original creditor directly to validate the account if needed at this number." Alright, first of all, I don't have a debt with Fifth Third Bank. I had an account there when I was in high school, and I wouldn't have taken out a loan for anything at that time because I didn't have anything to take out a loan for. Uh, that's pretty much the major thing, major problem with this, is that I don't even have a, if I didn't have a, I don't should not even have a debt there because I don't even have an account there anymore. I took all the money out and took it to another bank because it was cheaper. And ordinarily, from what I've seen, when people get that letters, there's not a big confidential going down the center. It even said on the back of the envelope it came in on. So, like I said before, I said this company was more than likely fake and non-existent. Well, that's because when I saw the letter, I went to go research the company because this has happened so many times in the past where we get some kind of fake scam letter saying that, oh, you need to pay this for a magazine subscription that you don't really have, or you need to pay this debt that doesn't really exist, like in this case. But this is the first one. This is the first time I've actually got one of these personally, and I don't even understand why they have the information from Fifth Third Bank from an account that I closed from a bank I had an account at like 6-7 years ago. So back to what I was saying. I decided to research who this company was. Among other things, I found a bunch of complaints on this company, or at least a company that's similar to it. It goes by Morgan and Associates, and one complaint was particularly disturbing. In the complaint, it reads, "This company has called me every day, 10 to 20 a day, stating I owed them money for a payday loan I did online in 2005. Okay, problem with that is actually illegal. You can't call that many times a day to collect a debt. You can't be so intrusive on people when you're doing this." And he goes to say, "I did no such thing. Don't owe any money to any payday company. They informed me the charges include theft by deception." Okay, not being able to pay a debt, that is not a crime. That is not a criminal offense. This is the United States. There's way too many people with debt. If that were true, it wouldn't be to be considered a crime anyway, because there'd be way too many people and there aren't enough prisons. And he goes on to say that he'd also be charged with check fraud. taking out a payday loan and not being able to pay it off, that's not check fraud. They stated once the charges are made, they're going to put me in a federal prison. Again, how? This is not a criminal offense. They will have me fired by the end of the month if I don't pay. Okay, how are they going to fire you? How are they going to have you fired? Because they don't own the company you work for, and they're not going to get you fired for that. That can't happen either. That would also be illegal in pretty much a lot of states where they say that the loan collection companies are not allowed to call your place of business. They also went as far as to say they will have my child taken away because I was unfit and can't do my can't pay my debts. He mistyped it. This is the part that really upset me, is that they're threatening a child essentially because they couldn't pay his debt, and that is as low as you can go. And then he goes on to say they called me every name in the book and even said, "May God have mercy on me." Yeah, again, not something anybody who contacts you over the phone, any business contacts you over the phone, they're not allowed to do any of this. Just to be clear, they're not allowed to do any of this at all. It is a violation of federal law, essentially, and it's a violation of state law in pretty much every state. He goes and says, "This is such a scam. I don't owe these people anything. They're calling nonstop and will not provide me with anything in writing. Every time they call, it's a new payday company I owe and a new name they're calling me. However, I've had it out with MR. Roger, otherwise known as Roger Smith, but that's fake as he is. Someone please help me. I can't have them saying that about my child." This is so that's why I decided to make this. I decided to make a video because I've dealt with scam companies in my state where I am, and one of the ways I figure out some company's a scam is by figuring out the status of the company within the state of where it is. Like, for instance, I live in Florida, so I decided to look at the State Department's website regarding a company that was incorporated to see if they have a license to operate in the state. I looked, I found nothing. It's listed alphabetically, and I could not find Roth Morgan and Associates anywhere. So this company, if it exists, is not licensed to operate in the state, and they should not be sending me letters. And when I went, and I did some more research on the phone numbers and everything. The phone number it can't be traced because it's a toll-free number. But the fax number, on the other hand, didn't go to this business. It's actually tied to a transportation company that also in Orlando, where this company says it is. But that company is long since defunct, since like 2013. So I looked into the address, 4700 Millennia Boulevard, Suite 175, Orlando, Florida. That suite, that office they have, there's nothing there. It is an office that's for lease and has been for lease for a while. So I'm going to just say that this whole company is essentially just non-existent. Or if it is, it's not registered to operate in the United States. So, or at least not in my state. So my plan is just to wait for them to call me and basically go all out on them about what I know about this company, how I figured all of this out. And how I figured all this out. My mic just fell. How I figured all of this out, and tell them not to call me again, or not like that. I can call the police. I can just not really call the police, but I can take legal action against them if necessary. If they make threats, however, I can track them down. I know how to track people down, track people like this down. I've done it before so many times. So I will, I will definitely find them if they do decide to do any, if they do decide not to leave me alone. So if you do find yourself in this situation where people, where you have like loan, or you have like debt collectors calling saying you have loans to pay off that don't exist, or you end up having um, other other similar issues, always research the company that's saying that that's trying to collect on the debt, because in all likelihood it's not a real company. Make sure it's legally, it can legally operate in the state you're in, and always research the numbers, the addresses, everything to see if it's illegally well, not really legally operating, but an existing company in general. Because if you don't, there's a very good likelihood that they will keep calling you, harassing you until you eventually crack and give them whatever they want. Also, if you ever find yourself being victimized by these scams, one thing you can always do is contact your state's attorney general's office. They handle consumer protection. Tell them what everything that's going on, and they will usually make a file for it and actually work on tracking the company down, and keeping them away from you after this, and pretty much keeping them away from anybody else. So I'm gonna end my vlog here. So remember to check out my other videos, as well as Prizebox Productions' other videos, and our other channels like Prizebox Reacts and Prizebox Gaming. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.